smile uplift, I'll share smiles everywhere. Thoughts tender soon, as the ocean's depth, I also offer, when touched by kindness, to share. When my heart is sad in loneliness, may I reach out to one whose heart may feel so too. Cherishing the time we warmly talk, may the path we walk lead to friendship ever true. I'll link bright paths flowers, a sweet remembering of how I found me in you. When my heart's in pain, may I go on, may I bravely stand as I am and walk life's way. When my hands are warmed in God's show, my heart lights aglow, finding peace when skies are gray. In great compassion, may I live this precious life, just as it's given in me does light each day. When we see the golden sun shining from above, we are mindful of the Buddha's love. For us all His pure compassion shares His steadfast glow. By His doctrine, wisdom's way to show. When we see the silver moon gleaming in the sky, we remember still our Lord is nigh. By His blessed law to guide us through this earthly night, out of sorrow into joy and light. In times of difficulty, I say Namo Amida Butsu. Do living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, living in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. In times of gratitude, I say Namo Amida Butsu, doing good no matter how small, reaching out with a warm heart, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion, always in embrace of Buddha's great light of wisdom and compassion. With hands of heart in Gasho, I say Namo Amida Butsu, spreading spirit of living with brave hearts, spreading spirit of caring, helping others, Buddha's great light shines into all hearts. Namo Amida Butsu,
書いてみました。Aloha kako, aloha. Welcome to Punahonganji Buddhist Temple Wednesday online service. Thank you so much for your time today. Today we're changing setting a little bit so you can see my whole my body and then my face and then see me more better way. So welcome to online Wednesday service. We'll begin our service with the opening chant, Vandanati Sarana. So please place your hands together in Gassho. So again, thank you so much for your time today, and then I do appreciate if you can leave a comment how this new setting look like. Easy to see and my voice. Can you hear me? I guess every time when I have a service, just for safety and health guidelines, I put my mask. So I get to every time I get asked, can you hear my voice through my mask? And they say, yeah, okay. Then also I get to ask another question too, that is, with my mask, can you see my handsome face? And then people laughing, yeah. Okay. So today at least you can see me without mask, and then also in this. So I hope you will more feel comfortable with a beautiful altar and then also with me. So today I want to share my message with you. The title is Less is More. Less is more. And then I check like a meaning or definition of the less. Yes, so less means a smaller amount of, not as much. Yeah, I think we often use less expensive, more less. Yeah, a smaller amount of, not as much. And then more means a greater or additional amount. So we can see less is a smaller amount. More is a greater or additional amount. And then tonight's title of my message is Less is More. less is more. It's like, does it make sense to you? Less, something smaller amount is greater or additional amount. Yeah, it sounds like a contradictory or not like something different. Yeah. Less and then more. Is less is more. So maybe we can think in this way too. Yeah. Less stuff, which means more space. So in my personage here, on my dining table, I have plenty items, letters, or pen, pencils, books, or articles. So plenty stuff on my table. Yeah. So therefore, but if I having less stuff, less items on my dining table, I can get more space here. So less stuff mean equal more space. Also less spending, more money. Yeah? If we try to saving money, and then we can have more money. Yeah? Less spending is more money. And also driving, less driving, more walking. And then less stress, more sleep. Less suffering, more happiness. It could be you can imagine, I think could be you can imagine other examples. Less this, then more happiness. Less this, more something. In this area, you can see less is more. Yeah? Does it make sense to you? Less, by having this less, then I can have this more. So therefore, it's like in this area. Have you ever played this toy? Like if you go to park, you can enjoy this here. Like you can see two sides. One person sitting one side lower, another person become more higher, and they like continue this way, in this way. So in this like toy, less something, then more. If we're using example of the spending, less spending, more money. Or less driving, more walking. Less stress, more sleep. We can see in this way. But also it means it can change anytime. Yeah? If we spend even less spending, more money. If we begin to spend more spending, less money. So it's changing depending on the situation, changing, moving. Yeah. So this is about the less is more. And then I think especially after COVID-19, what we wish, what we want to have is this year, less suffering, more happiness, less worries, more happiness, less concerns, more happiness. Yeah, don't you think this is our sincere wish? Of course, even before COVID-19, this is my wish. This can be our human beings' wish here. Less suffering, less worries, less concerns, more happiness at home, school, working place, community, country, in the world. Yeah. However, it's changing, depending on situation or convenience, and then the reality. Now I have, you may have, we may have in our situation is more concerns, worries, suffering, which means less happiness. It is a sad nature of myself or so sad situation we are facing now. But this can be true. We are facing more concerns about COVID-19, politics, fighting, war, and then maybe personal situation, personal health, or housing, unemployment, job, education for children, worry, suffering. Even one concern disappears, another is waiting to come, never ending. So therefore, no matter how we try, having a less, as a life brings more concerns, worries. So therefore, Buddhism, one of the Buddhism teaching is cultivate your mind, educate, nurture your mind, so that we can have a control our mind. So less like a movement. Try to keep it a nice balance, less and then more. However, it is so difficult there. My mind changing, so difficult. So therefore, in our Honganji tradition, our founder realized, unfortunately, with my power, my effort, my practice, I cannot control my mind perfectly. Rather, the more I try, less happiness. The more I try to reduce my concerns, the more I try to change my worries into peace, the more I try to alleviate suffering. What our founder realized was less happiness, because this mind changing, full of suffering, worries, concerns. So therefore, our founder encounters Amida Buddha's boundless and limitless compassion and then wisdom. Boundless, no boundaries, reaching out everywhere, any occasion, anywhere. Limitless, no limit. Totally infinite compassion, kindness, and then Buddha's wisdom, embracing every single person. And then this Buddha's compassion stand by with each person's worries, concerns, knowing exactly, and then gently, warmly understand, embrace, accept. So therefore, this Buddha's compassion, wisdom, never changing. Therefore, always can support my life here. Because if I rely on myself to control my worries, concerns, it's so difficult there, But if we entrust ourselves to this Amida Buddha's boundless compassion, which forever, without fail, support, embrace, and accept ourselves, our entire life. Therefore, my mind changing like in this way, but in the embrace of Amida Buddha, while having this changing mind, Buddha calling to us, entrust yourself to me. I shall firmly accept you, embrace you. I shall never, ever let you go alone. This is a calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu. And then just recently, my friends, he's also the minister, he shared with me one article. That is an article about the a mother digging a tunnel to the prison to see her own son. So her mother's son, child, he did a criminal, he did crimes, and he was sent to prison. And then for the mother, she really missing him. So therefore, she began to dig the tunnel into the under the ground to the prison. So I think the article said about the 100 feet, she dig and then underground to see her own son. However, the people in the prison, they found the mother, and then she was arrested. Yeah. So if we see this story, or could be for mother, out of her compassion, out of her desire, I want to see my son. Although he did a crime, still she cannot stop thinking of him. She cannot stop loving him. She cannot stop worrying about him, because she is his mother and he is her son. And then we can imagine the later, the son will be told, "Oh, did you hear? Your mom was arrested because she digging a tunnel to meet you, and she was arrested." What do you think the son's reply, son's reaction? When he heard his own mother was arrested because of she digging a tunnel to see him, don't you think the son will cry and then say, "I'm sorry, mom. I was such a bad boy. I'm sorry." At the same time, he will feel, thank you, mom. To have a person who deeply think of him, even he did a crime, still he has a person who thinks of him, loving him, worrying about him, no matter what. Therefore, he can feel, "I'm sorry, mom." Also, "Thank you, mom." Both feeling at the same time. Of course, it does not mean mother or anyone can do anything if it is for their loved ones. It does not mean they can do crimes, but to realize in front of this person, I'm not alone. This person's compassion, loving kindness is always reaching out to me. For this son, his worries or concerns never disappears. He still have to be in a prison. He cannot come out. So his concerns, worries never change or disappear. But at the same time, he found true compassion. He found a peace, happiness because of his mother's loving kindness. So it's not like again changing thing here. His mind full of peace, happiness is given to him by his mother. Therefore, never changing, never disappear, because it coming to his life because of his mother's loving kindness. So therefore, I try to explain Amida Buddha's boundless and then limitless compassion, wisdom was established for myself, whose mind changing can control as it is. So therefore, Amida Buddha made a promise. Therefore, just entrust yourself to me. This Amida Buddha's compassion, wisdom exists to save you, to guide you, to embrace you. And then when we receive it, not like this less and then more situation, what happens is, like ice. When we have ice, our founder said, the more ice, the more water. The more ice, the more we have plenty ice, the more ice. The ice melting into the water. So it's not like the less ice, more water. Not in that way. The more ice, the more water. The water is our desire, concerns, worries. The more we have this, when it begins to melt, the more water of happiness and peace. Then how we can do that there? I do have a worries, concern under COVID-19 situations. I do have a icy heart or concerns here. What if I try to control this my icy heart of worries, concerns by my power, forcing to put my pressure? Ice will be broken into pieces here. What it means is we know under COVID-19 situation there are people who commit suicide because of the depression, feeling loneliness, isolation. Every day come without other people, only loneliness. So when we feel icy heart situation, that is our suffering. And if somebody tells you, those people, don't give up, do your best, hang in there, change your mind, be positive. Don't be negative. What if the person already did their best? Ice is almost begin to broken. The more pressure is given to the person, ice begin to broken. The only way we can change the ice into water is warm embrace. Like your hand, our hands, by the warmth of the hand. Once the ice is embraced in that warm hand, full of loving kindness, calling to you, I'm here for you, I love you, I'm thinking about you. Whatever happens, I shall never let you go alone anymore. Yeah, and then when we receive it, gradually this icy worries, concerns begins to melt into water or virtue of Amida Buddha, which is, I'm in Buddha's embrace. Yeah, so therefore that is a calling voice of Namo Amida Butsu. In the embrace of Amida Buddha, still we are facing worries, concerns. But the difference is, now we are never alone. This Amida Buddha's compassionate hand always embracing each of us as we are. And then when we realize it, our hands are placed together in the show. And then when we recite Namo Amida Butsu, we can deeply feel, can assure my loved ones, your brothers, sisters, parents, child, grandchildren, those people who are not with you now physically, or those people who passed away, those people who are going to be born. Every single life is in the embrace of Amida Buddha. That is a Buddha's boundless, limitless compassion. So therefore, we recite the Namo Amida Butsu no matter what. When we feel happy, sad, feel down, depressed, upset, whatever situation we are, this Buddha's boundless compassion forever, gently, warmly embracing, calling to each of us. Don't worry, be happy. I shall embrace you as you are. So today, let us deeply recite Amida Buddha's name together with awareness. Amida Buddha's compassion forever, embracing each of us, and then Buddha gently, warmly touching, accepting my icy heart or worries, concerns, calling. That is how we can feel joy. Let us recite Namo Amida Butsu together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Now we do have a unison reading, Shinshu Pledge. Entrusting in the vow of the Buddha and reciting the sacred name, I shall proceed through the journey of life with strength and joy. Revealing the light of the Buddha and reflecting upon my imperfect self, I shall strive to live a life of gratitude. Following the teachings of the Buddha and discerning the right path, I shall spread the true Dharma. Rejoicing in the compassion of the Buddha, respecting and aiding others, I shall do my best to work towards the welfare of society. Now we will have a chanting of name Butsu. Please place your hands together in Gassho. So now this coming Sunday is a 9 o'clock online service. Title message is Nenbutsu Alone. And then Monday is a message for children. The title is Bubble, 7 o'clock. And then Tuesday is a Buddhism class, 7 o'clock. You can watch the video at 7 o'clock. And then I will have a live session for 30 minutes. So we can have a discussion, exchange our opinions, and then we can share our own story at this time. So these are available on online, YouTube, and then Facebook. So please subscribe our Facebook channel and then YouTube channel, so that you can receive the notification from our post or video information. And then this coming next week, Wednesday is 7 o'clock, Wednesday live service. The title is Knock Knock. And then so today I do have just again comments or questions. So what is the meaning of the flowers? What is the meaning of flowers? So as you can see, our altar. Altar is you can see in the center statue of Amida Buddha, Buddha of compassion, wisdom, Namo Amida Butsu. And you can see also right side that is a candle. So you can see only decorative the red candle. Usually we put we can see the flame fire candle, and then center is it's the incense burner. So and then left side is flowers. Yeah. So every time any temple you may go, you will see in this setting. Center is Amida Buddha, right side is a candle, and then front side center is middle is incense, and then flowers. And so what is the meaning of the flowers? Yeah. So flowers showing the Buddha's compassion or loving kindness. With the beauty of the flowers, it teaching us gentleness, kindness, and then compassion. Also, flower is now you can see the beautiful fresh flowers that is bring to temple by members and then our friends. Thank you for flowers. So now when you see the flowers is so beautiful, but what if 1 week later, what will happen to these flowers? Even maybe a few days later, flower begin to falling down. Yeah. So this flower also teaching us the truth of impermanence. Everything is changing. Nothing can remain forever. So flower is a symbol of compassion. Also the fragile nature of the human being in our life. So that is the meaning of the symbol or meaning of the flowers. Expression of Buddha's compassion, also life. And then how beauty of life exists only in this here and then now. Tomorrow, we don't know. But today, I know it. My inhale, exhale. In this moment, I am living. You are living. So therefore, we always offer fresh flowers. And then no strong smell flowers, also no poisonous flowers. So if a flower has a thorn, it can be bleed. Yeah, we may have a blood. Therefore, we try to avoid something strong smell or poisonous or having a thorn, make you bleeding. Also, sincere flowers teaching us the impermanence. Also, we try to not offer artificial flowers. I think, of course, some people may say, I can go to visit only once a month or once a year. I want to offer at least some artificial flowers. That's true. It can be a situation. Yeah. But we try to offer fresh flowers, even that time, once a year. You can visit a graveyard or a place of your loved ones. The moment when you offer fresh flowers, you can receive such a truth of life, compassion, kindness, also truth of impermanence. So this is some considerations when you offer flowers. Try to fresh flowers, no strong smell, poisonous, no a thorn, also no artificial flowers. And then also, I said that we offer flowers to Buddha. But today, as you can see, if I offer flowers to Buddha, don't you think the flower should facing to Buddha? Yeah? Don't you think so? If we say this is an offering to Buddha, don't you think a flower should facing not to our side, Buddha's side? Don't you think so? So again, that becomes the reason for meaning of flowers. Yeah, flowers is a symbol of compassion impermanence. Therefore, it for me to realize, to awaken. That's right, loving kindness, Buddha's, and then truth of impermanence. When we offer something to Buddha, immediately at the same time, that is a gift from Buddha. So when we offer flowers, that immediately is a lesson or Buddha's teaching to me, compassion, kindness, truth of impermanence. Therefore, the flower is facing to us. And then altar is a Pure Land, symbol or significance of the Pure Land, Buddha's land. Therefore, we try to maintain in a nice way with beautiful flowers, shining altar, so that the pure perfection and then beauty, people can feel it. And then we are receiving this Buddha's compassion and then wisdom. So this is about the flowers. So again, if you have any questions or comments, you are afraid, if you maybe some questions you are too afraid to ask, this can be a good time to ask question. I'm happy to learn together with you. So again, please stay safe and healthy. Again, still we do have a COVID-19 situation, and then from October 15th, a new order will begin. So from mainland, tourists will come to state of Hawaii. So which means, although of course they'll take a test, but it does not mean we can do whatever we want to do. Still, we get to wear mask always, having a social distance, keeping a good hygiene, so that we can help each other, protecting each other, and then we can build our big island or state of Hawaii with a mutual respect, understanding, so that we can step by step helping our state, people, business, and then culture, everything we have here. We need each other to help. Let us do my part, your part, and our part. So again, thank you so much for your time today, and have a beautiful, peaceful Wednesday night. Also a peaceful Thursday too. Thank you so much. Mahalo. Bye bye. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu.
When my heart is touched by kindness, how my being fills with joy I wish to share. When my heart o'erflows with life's gifts, may my smile